Well, trying to figure out what way to go with this Corvette. Have not decided yet, because it does have a rod knock. Been eyeballing this motor. Being it's an 84 with Crossfire, I am trying to figure out which motor to go with. Now, dipstick is on the right hand side, and it comes in back behind the starter here. It does have a knock sensor right by the starter. It is a two-piece rear main seal, so I haven't figured out which motor to go with yet. I've got two to choose from, maybe three, but I'm not sure which way to go because of the intake. It has the 4-bolt valve covers on that motor. The only drawback on this motor is the dipstick is on the driver's side and up high. This 94 motor that come out of a Cadillac has the low dipstick and the knock sensor, which I could put the knock sensor in there, which isn't an issue. Fuel pump is capped off. Other than having to change the oil adapter, because that one had a engine oil cooler on the transmission, or on the radiator. I just don't know if on the motor that's in the Corvette is going to have the two inner bolts on that come straight up, kind of straight up, not at an angle as the rest of these do. Granted, if they do come at an angle, I can probably grind it, put a little bit of extra silicone on there and put that in there. Then I would have some ugly black valve covers on it. That one might be a roller cam. That one's a one-piece rear main seal, which is all right. So I'm at a dilemma of what to do. The other thing is, I could probably pull the pin on this, locate which rod or rods are making the noise, pull the caps, and just re-bearing the problem bearing rod, put it back together and hope for the best. I don't know. that's the dilemma I'm at right now. Not sure which way to go. I think tomorrow I'll probably go ahead and drop the oil, drop the pan, figure out which rod is the culprit making the noise. Not going to hurt it by pulling it apart to check it can't screw it up any more than it is already screwed up. That'll give me time to think about the other two motors. I think I'm going to go ahead and do the rod bearing and see what happens, because I don't have a direct drop-in motor right now, unfortunately. I wish I did. I thought I did. But that's what you get for thinking is wrong. I don't know. If you ever have to do an alternator on a 2013 Nissan Juke, my goodness, that is a pain in the backside. Wasn't fun. Took me 5.5 hours to do that dang thing. I didn't take the bumper off. Probably should have done that, and it probably wouldn't have taken me 5 hours, but I did it without taking the bumper off. Excuse me. There are so many razor sharp pieces in there. Then you got to finagle the alternator out, move everything, push and shove and pry and cuss and curse and lose your tools. Oh, the thing ate a 10 millimeter out of my new set. Could I find it? No. Am I happy about it? No. Oh, let's see what I got here. Yeah. If I go with that newer motor, I'll have the center dumps in there, which I really don't care for. Center bolts. I have to get some dirty. Dirty, 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 dirty. Well, that's not helping me any. I can't see them bolts. Well, looks like I'll go ahead and pull some of this part. A lot of this stuff just looks like I can lay it over. Just want to see those bolts. Oh well. Oh, it's probably dinner time. Where's my jacket? Over there. Yeah, 5 o'clock is dinner time. I'll worry about that dang car tomorrow. It's dark. I'm tired. I'll call it a day. move on to the next, well, not to the next project, because that is the next project. So, all right. With that, I'm done. I'm out. Later all. Well, once again, back with D-Bomb's Garage. Playing with multiple things today, yesterday, today, whatever. The pistons from the 350 motor I tore down. As you can see, they're pretty, rings are pretty stuck in there from sitting all those years. At one point, I guess it had some water in the cylinders. All in all, doesn't look like the motor was run that much at all. So I got one experiment going on. I've got one sitting in diesel to see if I can't get those rings cleaned up. I'll get a toothbrush or something, clean it up, get the rings out. If I can get the piston cleaned up, then I'll do the other ones. I got a 2012 Kia Sorento on the rack. Lower ball joints or junk inside the tires are wearing extremely bad. Looks like they rotated them from front to rear. The front ones, again, are wearing on the inside. The ones that they took off and put on the back were really worn. I don't think there's anything wrong with the rear. And give me a second here. I gotta. I started turning into the 84 Corvette, getting ready to pull a motor out. I think what I'm going to end up doing is putting it on the stand and just doing a crank kit in it, get it all back together. But the first thing in it, I got to get it out of there. So been tinkering on that. We've had a cold snap here, eating up a lot of kerosene. This is a propane suspended furnace. I still have to get a tank for that. I still need to get my ceiling in and insulated, so this side I can actually close off and heat this real good and do a lot of the smaller work over here. And if anything major over there, then yeah, I'll open the door up and turn the furnace up to 75, 80, whatever, and get it blowing into the other side. That side I still have to do the ceiling also. Just not working right now. And I don't have the funds coming in to do so, although I wish I did, but I don't. So it is what it is. Take it day by day. Haven't done anything to the 55 Buick yet. Still trying to figure out how to mount the freaking window belts on the doors. So for now I'm done. My feet are cold. I can't feel my toes. So with that, I am going back inside the house, get warmed up. Grab me a couple of root beers. Taking the house with me. So for now, that's an update on what's going on. I'm gonna bomb D-Bomb's garage. I'm out. Later all. Once again, welcome back to D-Bomb's garage. Today working on a 97 Chevy pickup. Got the 350 motor in it and has a water pump leak. But I've got the water pump, comes with the gaskets. I got my air tool set to remove the fan blade. So the first thing you got to do is I'm going to disconnect the battery line, take the top shroud off, and then get to the clutch fan. Got stuff out the way. These bolts are all 10 millimeter. Get an extension, get down here. Just be careful with these because they have a tendency of breaking. This side only has one. And with that, the shroud comes off. Just like that. This out of the way. Now you see you got a better shot at everything. I'll have to locate another bolt for this one so the young lady have all of them on it. Next thing is to knock the fan blade off. The water pump doesn't look that old, but it is leaking down there. So with that, I'll get my air hooked up and knock that off real quick. Hardest part is remembering which direction that goes in. That should be. There it goes. All right. Now that the fan is off, I do have a pan underneath it because when I undo the loader radiator hose, it's going to dump fluid all over the place. The other thing I'm going to have to take off this is the pulley. So let's see what I can't get down here. Too big, and it is. So that So before I take the tension belt off, I'm going to start getting these loose. And I can take the tension. Okay. Tension is off. Belt is out the way. Pull these out the way. All right. Now there are two heater hose lines. One right here, one right here, and then the main line. Gotta undo those 3 lines. And then it should be 4 more bolts and it'll come right out. Should. Oh. And if you want to get a better look at it, you can take this pulley off. Now get a better look at this upper hose. Here's all drained. I'll get a pick in here, loosen this one up, get a pick in here, loosen that one up, so those will come off, and it should be a nice thing. Should. Kind of loose. Well, let's see. Okay. Do something real quick here. That one. There we go. That's out the way. Now the other one will come off as soon as I undo the water pump. Let's see. Work. Yeah. Extension. matter of. Okay. Size, yes. All right, now I gotta get light in there to see how clean it is. I get it all cleaned off, and I'll put the hoses. I'll put this hose back on. Make sure the water pump housing area is clean. This one, the old one, as you can see, was leaking pretty good down there. It looks like a newer pump. I think they replaced when they replaced the motor one time. It doesn't look that old. So it's time to get my light in here and see what I got. I got to turn some heat on here. It looked like a fairly recent replacement on the water pump. Water pump I got for it, actually had on hand, was the AC Delco. That's the number I'm using for what I've already, tooling I used so far. This, my air hammer, Ingersoll Rand. Craftsman tensioner, MIT impact socket. Then I got a 1/2 inch or 9/16 socket on the end there. Extension, couple extensions, screwdriver. And I end up using a little bit of RTV on, black RTV on there. As I said, it's clean. As I put it in, I'll go ahead and put this hose back on with the clamp. then I'll redo the uppers, put all that back together, then it's just reverse of everything that's going on. So with that, I'm gonna put you on hold for a second. All right, the 97 C1500 water pump is done. Basic tools was the 10 millimeters and screwdriver. Take the battery line off the fan shroud. Took the 3 bolts off the top of the fan shroud holder, the 4 on the sides, you take that off. Then use the pneumatic clutch wrench set, fan clutch wrench set, knock the fan off, undid the belt off the tensioner, took the pulley off the pump, then undid all the lines. Small interruption there. Where was I? I know I was stating what all it changed that water pump. This would be all the tooling I use. Fan clutch wrench set. Oops. Okay. The air hammer for it, I just used the DeWalt impact, a small set of sockets, screwdriver, pair of pliers, the one tool for the tensioner. Use this one for the water pump bolts themselves, 9/16. The most you use is 9/16, 10 millimeter, and a 13. I use this extension more than I did that one. A young lady just picked the car up and she's gone, so don't take too long to change it. The only problem I ran into is it developed a squall, whatever, and ended up needing to replace the belt. So the belt got replaced. End of noise. Job is done. It's gone. I'm happy. Now it's time to eat. Close the shop down and go get something to eat. Everything's good here. Coffee is probably frozen. Yeehaw. Gotta make sure everything's turned off. And ready for tomorrow. If we don't have 10 foot of snow on the ground. I think tomorrow, if it's, one gentleman didn't bring me parts for his job on the rack. Tomorrow, I'll work on that piece. So that, hit the like, hit the subscribe, leave a comment. Thanks for checking my channel out. This is D-Bomb, D-Bomb's Garage. Later all. Well, kind of welcome back to D-Bomb's Garage. I have not produced any videos since the beginning of December due to medical emergency. As of right now, I am told I am down for at least the next 3 to possibility of 6 months. At least 30 days for doing anything really out in the shop. A little bit longer than that for doing anything heavy. Ended up in and out of the hospital, having heart troubles, and ended up they found an issue with a prior surgery. And they were able to rectify that, but not until after the 3rd time of going in to the emergency room. That was December 22nd, I think it was, or 21st. And I did not get released from the hospital until on January 1st. On the 26th, they did an open heart, another triple bypass. What? So, with that, I'd like to be making content, get you some videos out, but as of right now, I'm supposed to stay inside the shop, or inside the house, not stress myself. I got follow-up appointments, VA appointments. To take care of. So with that, I'll be back. I can't say exactly when, how soon, whatnot. So that's just an update on what's going on with me. Shop's at a standstill. Mentally, I want to go. Physically, I cannot. So, again, hit the follow, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Last year with the YouTube channel wasn't so great. Hopefully this year will be a lot better. We'll go from there, see what happens. So, all right, I'm out all. Later.